Hey guys. Tried going on my phone to do it live, but the fucking upload is an absolute headache from my phone. I don't know why they're letting me go live on my mobile now, but I'll tell you right now, it's sure in hell not as easy it is being on here. I did a couple videos just basically to tell people that we fucked up the meeting, Zoom meeting, and technical difficulties we couldn't get on, but it was just ended up being a disaster. But whatever, we'll make it up. It's what we do. Wave's not as bad as yesterday, but holy shit, still fucked up. Ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. One of other big, I mean, I know I cut and stuff, but it's the longest, and I'll just call it a wave, but the longest wave I've gone through in a long time. It's like tomorrow, it's like I still have to go up for work. It's one of those things, it's like, it doesn't help that I get to go out, but not going out and sitting here and working, it's just as mind numbing. So yeah, I'm just not feeling it. We'll update you once I talk to Scott about a new meeting time and day and stuff. I'll let you know. I recorded the video right away to let people know that it got fucked up, but it ended up being on private. So I took that off private, and you can see those videos now. One yesterday, I think it was yesterday. I'm sure. Yeah, on my wave. I realistically should be meditating right now, but I just felt like talking. It's been cold. Right now, the apartment is finally warmed up to a point to where I'm comfortable. Like this morning, my room is normally like 70 to 75. Well, no, not 70. It's never 70. Usually about 75. And when I got up, it was 65. Oh, my body can't handle it. How are you guys doing? I know some of you are on there. What's up? Hey. Just doesn't seem like my body can catch up from my nervous system just being shot from this last cut. If that's the case and it's this hard to recover, it's going to be a long fucking time till I'm off Ramadan. God damn. I should have been off last year. It sucks. So disappointing. Some days I can't even fathom how long I've been in this and how much longer I have to go. And I have to start doing something more for exercise, or my body's just going to give out. It's been 5 years of almost no exercise. Do some walking, but not enough. It's like every time I go for a decent walk, it just makes my nervous system freak out. But gotta do it. I gotta do it. Yeah. The weather's a big change. Going from warm to cold instantly. Especially while I cut and have some pretty major stress. All of it together it just killed my nervous system. Just killed it again. That's why I said earlier, I'm like, I should be meditating right now, but I just feel like talking. Just I'd rather get it out, just stressed out. Too much shit going on in my head, stuff I need to deal with, and honestly, it's only so much shit gets dealt with. Everything's a fucking ordeal. With everything, 5 years. I've been off benzos for 5 years though. So damn nervous system got completely fucked from benzos, and I've accepted that many, many years ago. And half the problem now is just getting off Remeron. Every cut is so harsh, and now it's even harder. The lower you get, the harder it is. And then at one point, I tapered too fast, and that set me back for a good 7 months. It's always something. It's because my nervous system's so shot. But I can tell I'm getting weaker and weaker as time goes on. I'm on my feet 3 days a week for a few hours, so it's not bad. I'm getting enough mental, because my mental issues are my worst, but I'm getting enough mental stimulation. It's just you'll get there. um, I probably have 2 or 3 years to go, but if I have to keep waiting a long time to cut, it's going to take like 3 years. That's a very small amount. But at one point, I used to say if I didn't have to work, I would just do it faster. But God, that's not the truth anymore, because it's such torture. But I'm hoping some of this. I'm hoping some of this is just all together: the stress, the cut, and the weather change, all together making it worse. I'm hoping my next cut, when I feel better, won't be as harsh, but I have no idea. I wanted to cut again after Christmas, so we'll see if I actually how I feel by then. It's 2 months away, so I might feel okay to do it. But at this point, it's been a month, a little over a month since my cut, and I'm still a mess. It's never been like that the last 3 years. Usually, the peak is usually about a week and a half, 2 weeks, but not anymore. My peak was, oh fuck, I don't know. Yeah, it was still 10 days. And then after that, it was just my nervous system being fucking a huge piece of shit. I'm on 1.1 milligrams of Remeron. I'm going one at a time, so My next cut, I'll be at 1.0, and then 0.9, then 0.8, then 0.7. It's been absolute torture. I hate that I have to do it this way, but these cuts are still too big. I honestly wish I could cut smaller. It'd probably be the same amount of time, but less hell. And liquid doesn't really let you cut smaller than that little bit, so it is what it is. I'll just suck it up and deal with it. I'll be thankful one day when I'm totally off and starting to feel better. I'm hopefully strong. I've been doing this for a long time, so I'm assuming I'm strong enough, you know. No, Remeron's just an antidepressant. Oh God. I was only on benzos for 3 months. That stuff destroyed my life. I couldn't imagine still being on a benzo. I'd probably be dead. I probably would have killed myself years ago. I couldn't take that stuff. That was absolute torture. It destroyed my life. It's the only reason I can't taper Remeron. It's because what benzos did to my nervous system and body. Complete paradoxical reaction to that crap. All these years of torture just for about a week of feeling calm. What a joke. And it wasn't even that great. The first few days were great on benzos, on Xanax. And I thought, well, this is pretty decent. Then almost, I was dependent on that shit like instantly. It was just one of those days I'm feeling really disappointed in myself. Not feeling very strong. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, me too. Bad day. What is 7 of you doing on right now? That's crazy. It's a lot of people. Oh. Took my dog to the vet today again. Another $600 bill for more biopsies and shit on her mass. Just a fucking nightmare. Thank God she woke up. So she's crying a lot today, so I'll have to give her pain meds later. Hoping she'd feel okay, but she's crying a lot. Poor thing. Thank you. Hi, Alexandra. But they got a lot going on with my dog, and she's cost me a lot of money. A lot of money that's really hard to work for. So it sucks. As much as I love having a dog and pets, it's been a financial disaster. Awesome. I'm glad I did. Aesthetics, what? Yeah, they are worth it. It's just hard. Oh, I forgot to get the receipt. Making my bladder retain pee and get 2 days at hospital for what? I'm either forgetting something or I missed something. I'm just in a it's a never-ending wave. I wasn't gonna go out for work tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna, and then just take off the weekend. I'll I'll have a. Oh, I'm sorry. Stuff's such a fucking disaster. You probably will keep getting it, but you gotta taper it. It's just the way it goes. You just stop it. Be a fucking disaster. So don't do that. You can't just jump off at 0.8. 0.8 is a fuck. That was. Oh man. I know it sounds like a lot for you still, but that was a really good. That was where I was at right before I fucked up. Can't wait to get back to 0.8. Be back to where I was. But you're doing really good. Stop your crying. Sorry. You'll get through it. It's hard. Remeron's a beast. I mean, you were only one of the few people I know that get it. You'll get it, Cindy. Oh, I hear you. I I laugh sometimes about how fucked things are and how fucked things still get after all these years. My depression's got, I'm sure you can tell, but my depression's gotten pretty bad the past couple days. And it doesn't usually get bad too often. And I just get really upset and I start to cry and I start really paying attention to all my issues. Yeah, especially my visual issues. Like, since I can literally fucking see it. And it scares me to think, oh, is it going to get worse? How much worse is it going to get? You know, some things got worse and some things get better. So at least there's some sort of balancing act. But the stress doesn't make it any better. So I can only assume once we're off the medications and the stress calms down on our bodies, a lot of these things are just going to get lifted. I do. I think I'm going crazy. There was the wave. Was it the other days? I don't know. Some days ago, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this can't be. This can't keep happening. Uh, Happy birthday, you maniac. 28. Shit. Youngin. I'm 45. Fuck. I remember being 28, worrying that I was going to be 30 years old. And then after that, I was 45 years old. It came out of nowhere. Time flies. Happy birthday. I know it's not what you dreamed of, but you've still made it to another birthday and you'll make it to your next and you'll get off that stuff like I will and we can celebrate together. Because most people else won't give a shit. It's funny when I tell people I've only got a few years left. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio. My birthday was October 25th. I guess that's why we're so fucked up. I just want to be like, well, this season is better than the last season. But it seems like every spring and summer that comes around was worse than the last one. I can't afford that to keep fucking happening. I can't imagine the next one being worse than the last one. But after I fucked up the Remeron, I don't think it can be worse than that. That's fucking months. I'm sick of having to worry about my fucking personal bullshit here, relationship shit. What I would do if I was by myself, blah, blah, blah. I'm so sick of worrying about shit. I hate how things hang on the fucking edge. Sadly, spring and summer are bad for me in general because my allergies are so terrible. I can't even go outside. It's like I want to like try to learn to walk more. Not that I can't walk, but it's getting harder for me because I haven't like taken walks in like 10 months. So now it's like it's really hard. I'm gonna have to start to fucking do it, even if I do it in the cold. Fucking figure it out. I don't get night sweats. I did when I was coming off benzos, and I did for a long time after that. But being 5 years off, I mean, I don't really deal with stuff like that, which is good. Honestly, I wouldn't really care if I did. It's my mental type symptoms. That's what takes me out. I have a bitch load of fucking physical symptoms, but if the mental stuff could go away, you know, it's all good. I'm okay. I'm just in a wave. I'm depressed and not as bad as I was yesterday or even days before that, but I was like 2 days ago, I've started feeling better. I'm like, oh, finally, I'm starting to feel better. And then the next day, which was yesterday, was fucking torture. And then today, I feel a little better than yesterday, but that's not saying much. I can't describe the mental stuff. I'm not even going to try anymore. It's like a weird acid trip. Uh, very, very unstable brain. There's really no way to describe something that nobody deals with. There's really no description for it. A lot of sensory issues that are just out of control. Things look, the DPDR stuff is always intense. Gets worse. But it's hard. It's not like thorough like LSD, but it was a lot worse years ago. So I could say that at least. But it gets bad still. Yeah, anxiety makes it a lot worse. Yeah. It's just hard to fucking explain. And I've dealt with DPDR for so many years, even before benzos. I'm assuming it was an anxiety issue that stemmed all along, or it could have been started with drugs. I have no idea, but I have no idea. I mean, when I was a teen, I did my fair share of weird shit and nothing that other people didn't do, but or what other people did, but maybe I got fucked for it. I really don't know, to be honest. Well, the thing is, if the Remeron If I would have just tried to get off of it after the months of using it, but I got too scared to do it, I could have at least gotten off of it. Now, I'm sure it's not good on our brains to be taking it, but once you're off of it, your brain will go back to the way home base. It'll go back, and like I say, if I don't have to go back to how I was before all this. I don't care. I just want to feel better, and I know that I can because I'll have better days. So, but we are you saying we'd be stuck like this forever just because we say it doesn't make sense? It's not the way the brain and the body work. The problem is you're on a drug that you're not supposed to be on. Imagine taking something, a schizophrenic medication when you're not a schizophrenic. It's going to fuck you up. I mean, Remeron, you and I should not be on it. And basically, it is making us sick. But yeah, we're stuck on it. You're right. We are stuck on it now. And it sucks. But we will get better. I feel some days that I'll never get off of it, but I just don't want anything major to hinder my taper again. Remeron is prescribed for an antidepressant, also prescribed off-label for sleep. So yeah, I got prescribed it for sleep, and I was told it was a sleep medication that's really easy to get on and off of if you need to. At those times, I didn't do much research. I trusted my doctor. Dumb. Nothing's forever. That doesn't even, nothing's forever. But you got to keep moving forward, even if it sucks ass. I don't know. I don't think my brain's more crazy than it was. Then again, after coming off benzos, I couldn't. That was nuts. And I was being on that higher dose of Remeron. That fucked me up. I couldn't even function. So I know I'm better. Nice. Yeah, you gotta wait it out. I mean, I've seen my brain get better in time, and it's usually my own fault every time I set myself back. But I mean, sometimes I have to. Sometimes I have to take antibiotics. Sometimes stress happens, big stress happens, and sometimes relationship bullshit happens. And like Cindy's, you're alone, and that sucks, and I that can't make it easy either. And but then again, you don't have to deal with the relationship stuff. So I mean, there's a balance. Like I have a relationship, and I'm stuck on keeping that relationship because the stress of dealing with not being in the relationship and being alone to me is absolute. I can't even fathom it. But I know in time it would be probably better off if I was alone. I mean, I come on here and talk. That would be fine. I have friends I can talk to on the phone or invite over if I really needed to. I would move to a better place that would be more conducive for my work. So I wouldn't have to drive so much. There would be things that would be easier, but I get really fucking weirded up thinking about being alone all the time. I don't even think I don't know what my girlfriend wants to do. I really have no fucking clue. her body language says she doesn't want to be in this anymore. And I can't keep fighting to have her stay. It's going to be up to her. I want her to stay. I love her, but I'm not going to force her to stay. And I'm not speeding up my taper anymore just so she can be happy. Yeah. Some days I can't stand myself. You retracted your message. Uh-oh. I read part of it. Didn't seem that bad. But I know I could do it. But the deep, like when I get stressed out, the DPDR gets so thick. So thick. And it's so hard. It's so complicated. And my symptoms go crazy. And then I hallucinate more. And it's just out of control. It goes out of control. And I can't live that way for a long time. And it would probably be like that way for months until things calm down. And I don't know how I could deal with it. It's nuts. All right, I'm gonna head off here in a moment. I'm actually running over what I wanted to do today. That's what I tell my girlfriend. I still have probably 2 to 3 years of this tapering if I have to taper as slow as I am. And it's not going to be an easy more years to go. And deal with it or don't. No, you were just kind of saying that I could do it and, being alone and stuff like that. And I know I could, but it would be the initial, like when my girlfriend broke up with me months and months ago, and then, we worked it out or whatever. The way I felt and my brain was so fucked and DPDR and totally, it was like near impossible to live. Oh my God. So I don't know how I could deal with the transfer. If I was financially set for a while and I knew I could just deal with it, I wouldn't have to like go to work and worry about jobs and money. I could probably do it a little better. It's crazy. All right, you guys, you have a good night and hope you feel better. Hope I feel better. I'm going to go out for work tomorrow probably, and I'll probably feel terrible. So I'll probably be on tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye, Cindy and everybody. Later.